Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. In this video, we are gonna be looking into Raider Jonesy, another skin for the Raider class that we also have here, and that many know as Raider Raptor, formerly known as Raider Nomad from Battle Royale and the collection book level 100. So just like to get it clear, this is a skin of an existing hero. This is what we had, 3,200 Spring It On event gold, and I'm just gonna be, well, I have bought him, gonna be leveling him up, and I'm gonna be sharing my review with you guys. I have been testing him out in loads of different missions, and I have summarized just about all I think about him into this one video, so I hope it's gonna be helping out. He's a soldier, he's better at using ranged weapons, he has shockwave, debilitating shots, and that just means that when he hits something it will take more damage. He does increased shotgun damage from his shell shock ability, and his survivalist perk allows him to heal up whenever he has taken out an opponent with a ranged weapon or ability. He has a frag grenade, so that is a really cool thing. He has perfect engineering that allows him to add 3 stacks of debilitating shots vulnerability to enemies hit by shockwave. And he has, like, when he reloads his weapon, he gains increased run speed afterwards. He gets increased shotgun critical hit damage, and he has the war cry ability that I've been talking about before. I'm not a fan of it really, but it boosts up things, faster attacks and damage for a short period of time. He has the kneecapper. The kneecapper ability is again a boost up to this debilitating shots thing, and then he has the flak vest that really reduces the amount of damage he takes. And this here is how he looks starting out before he has been leveled up and evolved. And I'm of course gonna be doing the ninja thing here where I level him up, evolve him to 2 stars, and this here is like Plankerton level. And as you can see now, he has a rabbit mask on, so this is his headgear. He actually gains that, and that is his second evolution look. Third evolution of him, 3 stars, actually gives him his back bling, as it is about to be called, and this is probably the most interesting back bling I have seen before. The coolest backpack ever because it's animated. It is really super well themed for this event here, for this period, spring, Easter, and it is animated, so I really like that. I think it's a really cool back bling for this character here. Really matches up with everything. So we have a Raider pink bunny with Easter eggs and Easter egg grenades with a mask with teeth on it. Everything is pretty freaking awesome. Raider Jonesy is about shotguns. That is like, wow. If you want to be playing him, you need to have a good shotgun to use with him, because if not, he's just gonna be a really like mismatch for your weapon. So if you want to be playing with him, I recommend that you have a minimum of 1 good shotgun and 1 good ranged weapon, because in order for you to take advantage of him, you need something good. I'm playing with the Founder's Deconstructor that I have here. That is one of the weapons I'm using with him. It's not like super, but it's okay. It is something I got with my pay package. And then I'm playing with the Dragon Fire, so I have energy weapon and then I have a fire damaging weapon. The setup that I'm using when I'm testing him out here is with another Raider as the support slot, giving him increased crits, and with rucksack ability for tactical, so that I'm getting additional grenades. What I'm showing you guys here is my very first time in a game with him. These are my first shots with Raider Jonesy, and I kind of just like to include my absolute first shots with a hero. Of course, I've been playing the class before because I do have Raider Raptor, formerly known as Raider Nomad, and I have the Babe as well, so it is not because I haven't been like playing around with the class. But with this dude here, these were my first shots in my very first mission, the power level 100 radar mission. The first thing I want to be saying about this character here is that it appears to be a high skill level character, because you don't have something such as the lingering pain that deals like a permanent damage in an area. You don't have the cluster bomb on the grenades that also cleans out a huge area. You have tiny small grenades, and you have a shockwave, meaning that you are really focusing your damage on a short area. With that said, this dude here, this class, it is just a smasher eater. He is absolutely insane at dealing burst damage, not just to one target, but to like the targets that his weapons allow him to do, because the Dragonfire here, for instance, and most other shotguns deal damage in an area, making him really crazy at dealing high amount of damage at a short range to whatever clusters together in front of him. He can of course use other weapons, and in order to efficiently play with Raider Jonesy, you need additional weapons, such as what I'm doing here. I'm pulling out the Super Shredder to take things out from a side, and what I want to show you guys here is just how bad things can go for you when you're playing Raider Jonesy and you don't have your crowd control sorted. When you're playing something such as here, an encampment mission, actually just a power level 82 encampment mission. Look at that step here. shockwave fizzles and you are stunned in the middle of 1,000, of a million, of a gazillion mobs, and you can't handle it because you are just up there and you have nothing working for you. To help you out in situations like that, you can take something such as the slow field, and you can use that to gain an opening because the husks are moving slowly, so that you can jump in with your shockwave or you can throw in a grenade. Playing Rapid Raider Jonesy and any of the raiders really is about getting a really good feeling about when you need to use your abilities to create an opening, when you need to use them to create a hole in a cluster of husks, and when you need to take advantage of your different weapons. As you can see here, I'm jumping quite a bit around, and that is because I am obviously not the best at using Rapid Raider Jonesy. This is not my preferred style, but I have to admit, after going through this test here, I was pretty excited about the amount of skill I actually feel it requires to play this character here correctly, and how much I actually need to practice in doing that in order to be, like, considering myself decent at using him. If you're playing in the high level missions, you obviously want to have shotguns that match up with the different types of energy elements so that you can select the weapons that match up with the opponent that you have, or rather have the opposing element, so that you deal much more damage. I only have 2 leveled up shotguns that are semi-decent, so I only have energy and fire to select between, making that a little bit hard for me, but then again I haven't really specialized in this character. The last thing I wanted to do was to go into a group mission, deliver the bomb, to see how does this dude work out in a team, because one thing is playing him as a solo character, that is like one thing. Another thing entirely is how does he work in a more hardcore mission when he is grouped together with other players. Does he have a good role to fill when you are playing with others? And obviously for things such as finding the rift, locating the launcher, locating the armory, finding blue glow, he is as good as any other soldier. I do feel these are things you should be having an outlander or a ninja do that if they're in the group. But for taking out things on his own, scouting the map, he is absolutely insane. Taking something such as a fire element crazy smasher here was just way too easy for what I had in terms of weapons, and here he just eats that stuff for breakfast. The thing that was interesting is this stuff here. How does he handle an actual defense? I have some lightning going on in the roof there, but besides that, what I'm doing here is just to include, this is my very first real base mission played with him, where we are doing something with a base, where things get chaotic, where you don't really know what is going to be coming. I haven't had a chance to prepare for an element. We're having water element smashers, we're having water element husky husks, so I don't have a good weapon for this. And what I wanted to show you guys with this last part of the bomb mission is how much you actually need to consider when are you swapping weapons, when are you using your abilities, because everything here has to really work together in order for me at least to consider a class. And the main thing I have to say is that he works. Absolutely, he has all the good core abilities that you need with a soldier. He deals additional weapon damage, like that's the thing. Can he take out smashers? He is actually amazing at taking out smashers. So for a defense such as this, I think he is pretty close to as good as a constructor in regards to dealing with smashers, where I think he takes them out a bit. Like, he is more able to take out the smashers, where the constructors probably have a better overall crowd control thing going. But he is amazing at defending a base against smashers. He is not as good as defending a base against blasters, and he is not at all good at defending it against something such as flingers, but I didn't get those in this wave. Well, I did get blasters, but due to the fact that he specializes in like more close range damage, he is not ideal at taking out the blasters. Of course, he can pull up his super shredder. He can pull out, I'm also every once in a while pulling out the Nocturner. I also tried out the Hydra, so it is not that he can't use non-shotgun weapons. That is just where he truly shines. So if you want to really pack a punch, if you want to really get the most out of the class you have selected, it is of course ideal for you to be playing with the weapons where you get an increased damage. So yeah, Rapid Raider Jonesy. Now I have played him in a lot of different missions. I've included something from a radar mission, from an encampment mission, from a group mission here, actually defending something. Should you get this character? I guess is what it all really comes down to. do. You have loads of things in the event store right now: Wukong, Sarah, Shamrock Reclaimer, Raider Ranger Jonesy. If you have 3,200 Spring It All currency gold, should you buy this dude here? No, I don't think so. I absolutely don't think so. I think the best character in the event store right now is the Shamrock Reclaimer. If you really want a mythic, or you want to take advantage of the support bonus for having him slotted to get up to 24% additional ranged weapon damage, absolutely go for Wukong. I think that I would select Raider Ranger Jonesy before Sarah if I wasn't a massive fan of Sarah. And I mean, she has wings, what's not to like, but in terms of game usage, I would say that Raider Ranger Jonesy, I would take him as the third in the event store. He's cool, he's fun, he's amazing, he has a cool theme and limited time kind of thing. But if you really need to be selecting between the things in the event store, he is definitely not going to be my first pick, and absolutely not my second either. So that, guys, was what I think about Raider Ranger Jonesy. He has all the options that he needs for a game, absolutely. He can pack a crazy amount of punch, and he can also work with range due to the fact that he can pick up other weapons than shotguns. He has a role when it comes to defending bases such as this, in that he can really deal well with smashers. For real, deal well with smashers. So even though he's a soldier, he actually fits a really cool role for base defenses, where you could say the Master Grenadier that I prefer to play doesn't have a really good role in terms of defending bases, because you don't want to be throwing grenades everywhere, getting the propane flasks to explode. Then at least you need to be on the other side of the bases, or on the other side of the kill tunnels. So I would say he is probably better than her in terms of defending a base in a classic way with a group where you don't really know how everything is gonna be going on. So yeah, I mean, that is I wouldn't select him over the Master Grenadier, never ever. She's my favorite hero in the entire game, but for a mission such as this, I would say he is more suited for the team than she is. So yeah, please tell me that I'm wrong if you feel so, and you have both characters or both subclasses of heroes, because yeah, there are many ways to look at things. Regardless, guys, that was what I had to share. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching.